Hi, I'm Sarah, owner of Beechwood RMT and REMT. Today we're going to go over some stretches for people who are sitting at a desk all day or driving, which is pretty much all of us. So some really good beneficial stretches for the upper body and shoulders that really anyone can do at any time of day, wherever you are. All you're really going to need for this is a door frame and maybe a yoga mat if that's what you want to feel comfortable. So there are some side effects and risks for stretching, which may be some delayed onset muscle soreness, some discomfort. If you feel any of those, any discomfort at all during the stretches, just ease off or stop the stretch altogether. The delayed onset muscle soreness is normal. It's going to go away about 48 to 24 hours after. That's that kind of feeling you may get after massage sometimes, or even after working out. It's just because we've kind of disrupted the fibers. So now they're kind of like, ooh, things are different. Now I'm going to be a little uncomfortable. So that's just that soreness feeling you'll get in your muscles. It's normal. It's going to go away. The benefits of stretching. That's the important part. The benefits of stretching are to increase your range of motion and increase your flexibility and improve how your muscles feel, and then ideally improve your posture as well. Some strengthening is needed as well. But we can go into that in another video as well, this proper strengthening protocol and everything. So yeah, we'll get started first. We're kind of going to focus on the neck first, the shoulders. Obviously, before you do these, make sure you consult a registered healthcare professional to make sure there's no underlying conditions that would make it unsafe for you to perform these. So make sure you talk to a massage therapist, your chiropractor, doctor, any of those, just to make sure that this is something that's safe for you. So we are going to get started. So there is a protocol for stretching, and that is that you want to hold the stretch for 30 to 60 seconds for each stretch, and you want to perform these stretches 2 to 3 times a day, so morning, afternoon, or night. You want to hold the stretch for 30 seconds because that increases the muscle's chance of actually lengthening and staying in that position. There's a couple different mechanisms in the muscle that we work with there to trick them into lengthening. This is explained in my equine stretching video in more detail, so if you are interested in that, just let me know and I can get you access to that. So I won't bore you too much with those details, and we'll just go right into the stretching. So first, we're going to go and do across the body. So we're just going to bring either arm, whichever arm you want to start with. You always want to do the stretches on both sides for an equal amount of time to try and produce symmetry throughout the body and balance. But I'm just going to show you on one side for today to save time. So we're going to start and bring our arm across the body, making sure the shoulder stays relaxed and depressed. We're not hiking it up to our ear, just bringing our arm across the body. And then with the opposite arm, we're kind of pulling it closer towards us to stretch the muscles in the back of our shoulder and then a little bit into the deltoids in the side of the arm. We're going to hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. I'm not actually going to hold that for this long in the video. I'm just going to speed through these. So you're going to do that on both sides. And the next stretch we're going to do is for the triceps. So we're just going to bring our arm above our head. So I'm stretching my right arm. And then with my left arm, I'm going to press the elbow down towards my head. So as you can see, I'm moving it in towards my head and towards my midline. And you should feel that stretch in the back of your arm here. Make sure you're not leaning over anywhere. You're staying straight in your spine. Breathing big and deep throughout the whole stretch and holding that for 30 to 60 seconds. Next, we're going to go and stretch the muscles in the side of the neck. So what you can do is put your hand underneath your leg to keep your shoulder down. And I'm just going to lean away from the side that I'm stretching. So I'm bringing my left ear towards my left shoulder, looking straight ahead. Holding that for 30 to 60 seconds. And the next stretch for the neck, you're going to look towards your left shoulder and bring your head down in towards your armpit. Holding for 30 to 60 seconds. And then the next stretch we're going to do for the neck, We're going to kind of look up and to the right and stretching away from the right shoulder. And then for the next stretch, we're going to come out of that. We're going to stretch more of the front of the neck. You want to keep your jaw closed because this is going to be involving the sternocleidomastoid muscle that runs from the jaw down to the clavicle. So you can also anchor the muscle down at your clavicle. And I'm going to kind of look up and then towards my left shoulder. And I'm leaning back with my head and keeping my jaw closed. And you should feel that stretch all the way through here. And you're going to hold that one for 30 to 60 seconds. And next, just stretch the back of the neck. This will be our final neck stretch. This one is done, actually we'll do 2 more neck stretches. This one you can do for both sides at once, or you can make it a little bit deeper and more specific and take a slight bend to focus on one side. So to do both sides together, this kind of gets the very, very back of the head. This is really good if you get a lot of headaches and stuff as well. And this is a great stretch to do for people who are always looking down at their phones as well. You're just going to go and take your hands and place them on the back of your head. You're going to bring your chin in towards your chest. And I'm just applying a little bit of overpressure with these hands up here, stretching the back of the neck. You should kind of feel it all the way down to your shoulders, or it might be a little bit more intense than that, depending on your flexibility. And hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. And to make it more specific and into the deeper points of the neck, you're just going to slightly rotate your head to one side, not quite as much as the one when we were going into the armpit, just a slight rotation, almost tipping the top of your head as well. Just stretch the back of the neck. And also, to get both sides of the front of the neck at once, you can look straight up, keeping your jaw closed. And that'll stretch the front of the neck. That's another great one to do since we're always looking down at our phones, down at our computers, down at something, reading, whatever. It's a great one, and also great if you clench your jaw a lot. So the next stretch that I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, stay seated, and I'm just going to bring one arm in front of me. So I'm going to be focusing kind of on the right side, and then I'm bringing my left arm, bringing the crook of my elbow underneath my left arm underneath my right elbow, and bringing the back of my hands together. Then I'm going to bring my hands, rotate them in towards my face, so my palms are facing my face, and then push down towards the ground with these arms. And hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. Then you're just going to come out of it. Same thing on the other side. Left arm on top, right arm underneath the crook of your elbow, and stretch it forward. And then come out of that one. So while we're in this position, we're going to go and do the arms and wrists as well. So you're just going to put your hands straight out in front of you. Keep your elbow locked. Just stretch the wrist flexors. And then to do the extensors, you're just going to flip your hand over, keep your elbow locked, hold those both for 30 to 60 seconds each. Same thing on the other side. Now we're going to stretch the top of the shoulders, so we're going to do supraspinatus. So what you're going to do, you can stay seated, or you're just going to kneel, or you can do this one standing, but you want to make sure that when you do it, you're not yanking your body all over the place. You're keeping your spine straight. So I'm going to focus on my right arm. So I'm bringing my right arm behind my back, like this. And then I'm pulling down with my left arm and stretching away towards my left shoulder to stretch the right side of my neck and the top of my shoulder. You can lean your head back, roll your head forward, wherever you need to feel the stretch. And you're going to do that on both sides for 30 to 60 seconds. The next one we're going to do is just a nice stretch for the chest to open everything up, because we're always forward and hunched over our computers or when we're driving. So we want to kind of encourage our shoulders to come back. So you're just going to clasp both hands behind your back like this. Roll your shoulders back. And kind of push your shoulders back and down at the same time. So again, you can do that one kneeling or standing. Just bringing my arms back behind my shoulders like this and down to open up the chest. Now another good stretch to kind of get the side of the torso and all the side of the back of the arm is you're going to go and kneel down on a yoga mat and then stretch forward. Keeping my left hand right beside me, I'm going to bring my right arm and thread it in underneath and push my hips back so that I'm kind of like leaning forward onto the arm with my chest. And hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. Do it on both sides. You're just bringing your chest and your face in towards the yoga mat. You can rest your head towards the side if you need to. And just come out of it. And now we're going to stretch a little bit of the lats, the side of the torso. So staying in this position, we're going to reach forward and push back with your hips. So you want to feel the stretch in your back and then underneath your armpits. And then to intensify the stretch, you can go and bring your arms over towards one side and hold that stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. Make sure you keep doing your deep breathing through all of this. And towards the opposite side as well. Make sure we do both sides for 30 to 60 seconds. Deep breathing the whole time. Breathe into the tight areas to help loosen them further. All right, so next we're going to do the stretches for the pecs and another stretch for the lats. And then we're also going to add in a little bit of the side of the rest of the torso and even a little bit of the hip as well. So we're going to go and start with the pecs first. So all we need is a door frame, or even if you don't have a door frame, you can use a flat wall as well, and you'll just do one side at a time. So if you don't have a door frame, or if you want to just focus on one side at a time, you're just going to bring your arm up next to you first at 90 degrees, and then you're going to press the arm against the wall and kind of rotate away from it with your body. So I'm going this way so that I'm feeling the stretch in the top of my shoulder and the chest. And then to get the lower pec muscles, we're going to bring the arm up more. So this is going to get more of pec minor and maybe even a little bit of the lats as well. So we're going to bring it in up here. And again, same thing if you don't have a door frame. I'm just going to rotate away with my arm higher up. This might be a little bit uncomfortable if you have some shoulder issues, so just find the right height that is comfortable for you, or just ease off of the stretch. Because as you consistently do these stretches, they're going to get easier. So at first it might be super, super uncomfortable, but that's totally okay. Like, it's going to get easier. Ideally, there may be some other underlying issues that prevent that. And that's why it's super important to work with a regulated healthcare professional as well, so they can help come up with a treatment plan and monitor things. And like skin-on-skin treatment, like hands-on treatment is just, you can't replicate that. Like, that's the best way to kind of get things feeling better most of the time. It's just, yeah, it's great. So yeah, next we're going to do is pecs together with the door frame. So I'm just bringing both arms together or at my sides at 90-degree angles, and then I'm leaning forward into the door frame. You can like kind of step forward with one foot if you have issues with balance. And I'm just like kind of leaning forward into it. And then to get the other pec muscles in a different angle, you're going to just raise the arms just a little bit and stretch into that. We're going to hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. So next we're going to do a lat stretch. We're going to do them both together at the same time, and then I'll show you them one at a time as well. So again, you just need a flat wall or a door frame, and you're going to put your arms in front of you and kind of lean forward into the hole that you make with your arms above your head. So I'm putting my hands against the wall, forearms against the wall, and just leaning into it. So you feel the stretch in through here. Hold that for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, if you want to just focus on one side of the torso at a time into the lat area, what you're going to do is with your door frame, you're going to bring one hand up above your head, and then I'm going to, with this left leg here, I'm going to plant it on the ground and bringing my right leg over in front. It's just being there for balance, and it's my left leg that I'm stretching. So I'm just going to lean away from the wall. I'm holding up at the top of the wall. I'm just going to lean away, lean into the hip, into the side of your torso. And this will stretch lats, IT band all together. You can drop down into the hip more to focus on the hip, or more into the arms to focus on the arms. And you want to do that on both sides for 30 to 60 seconds. All right, that is all the stretches for the upper body. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you have any questions, my contact info can be found below. Please like and subscribe. I really want to do more videos like this. If you have any ideas or any requests, please send them in. I'm always open to new ideas, new things to try to help you guys feel your best. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.